Have you ever felt as if life was standing at the edge of something extraordinary, like a moment just before a powerful storm, where the air is thick with anticipation? It's as if the universe is holding its breath, waiting for you to make a single decision that will change everything. What if I told you that this very moment, right now, holds more weight than you realize? That the thoughts running through your mind, the emotions pulling at your heart, are signs of something greater unfolding? You're not here by accident. You're not hearing this message by coincidence. Something deep within you has been stirring, a feeling, an awareness, a quiet whisper urging you towards something. Maybe it's a new path, a long-forgotten dream, or a truth you've been afraid to face. But make no mistake, this decision, the one that's been lingering in your heart, has the power to change your life in ways you never imagined. Perhaps you've been feeling uncertain, caught between the weight of the past and the fear of the unknown. You wonder if the risks are worth it. If you step forward, will the ground beneath you hold firm, or will everything come crashing down? You're not alone in this feeling. Many before you have stood at this very crossroad, their hearts pounding with the same uncertainty. But what separates those who transform their lives from those who remain stuck is one simple, yet profound truth. They made the choice. Stay with me, because in the next few moments you will come to see why this moment, this decision, is unlike any other. The signs have been leading you here, and by the end of this, you'll understand exactly why. Maybe you've been seeing synchronicities, repeating numbers, strange coincidences, dreams that feel more like messages than random thoughts. Have you noticed how certain opportunities or challenges keep appearing, almost as if the universe is testing you? These aren't accidents. These are divine nudges, guiding you toward the one decision that will shift your entire reality. Think about it. Has there been something weighing on your heart lately? A calling, a choice, or an opportunity you've been hesitating to take? Maybe it's love. Maybe it's a career change. Maybe it's finally choosing yourself after years of putting others first. Whatever it is, the angels are watching, waiting for you to take that step. This is not just another moment in time. This is the moment where everything aligns, where your soul is asking you to listen. And as you move forward, as you open yourself to this truth, you'll begin to see the invisible threads weaving your destiny together. Because, my dear soul, one decision, just one, has the power to change everything. Throughout history, humankind has stood at crossroads where a single choice altered the course of destiny. From ancient civilizations to modern spiritual awakenings, one truth remains constant: decisions shape reality. Think of the great leaders, visionaries, and even ordinary people who found themselves on the brink of transformation. Did they know, in that moment, that the choice they made would shift everything? Likely not. But they felt something, an inner knowing, a pull, a whisper from the unseen urging them forward. This has been the way of the universe since the beginning of time. Ancient Egyptians believed that celestial alignments signified pivotal moments of transformation. In their temples, priests and scholars would observe the stars, seeking divine messages about when a person should make a life-changing choice. Similarly, indigenous cultures have long viewed dreams and visions as guiding forces, offering wisdom beyond human understanding. Even in biblical times, we see this pattern. Moses stood before the Red Sea, with Pharaoh's army behind him and freedom ahead. In that moment, he had a choice: surrender to fear or step forward in faith. That one decision didn't just change his life, it altered history. Now, fast forward to today. The world may look different, but the way divine guidance works remains unchanged. You, too, are standing at such a moment. Your heart has been sensing it, hasn't it? Think about this. Have you ever had a moment where a choice felt heavier than usual? Where something inside you whispered, "This is important"? Maybe it was a job opportunity, a relationship, or even the decision to let go of something that no longer serves you. These moments are not coincidences. They are divine invitations to step into a new reality. Modern science even supports this idea. Studies on decision-making show that our subconscious often knows what's right for us before our conscious mind catches up. Neuroscientists have found that gut feelings, those sudden, unexplainable instincts, are actually our brain processing information at an advanced level, connecting patterns we aren't even fully aware of yet. And let's not forget personal stories. How many times have you heard someone say, "Looking back, that one decision changed everything"? Maybe it was the decision to move to a new city, to say yes to an unexpected opportunity, or even to walk away from something that wasn't aligned with their soul. One viewer once shared with me how she had been feeling lost for years. Every day felt the same, routine, predictable, unfulfilling. Then, one evening, she kept seeing the number 777 everywhere, on receipts, billboards, even in her dreams. She felt a nudge to apply for a job she thought was out of her league. Guess what? She got it. That one decision led her to a new career, new friendships, and a life she never imagined possible. This is how divine guidance works. You are given signs, nudges, and moments of clarity. But in the end, it's your decision that activates the change. So, what is life asking you to decide right now? What has been weighing on your heart? Because this isn't just another moment in time. This is one of those rare, powerful crossroads where everything aligns, waiting for you to choose. When a life-changing decision is before you, the universe does not leave you without guidance. Signs begin to appear, subtle at first, then undeniable. Have you noticed them? The repeated numbers, the whispers in your heart, the way everything seems to be aligning in an unusual way. These signs are not coincidences. They are messages, guiding you toward the choice that will reshape your future. Let's break them down. Numbers are one of the most powerful ways the universe speaks to you. Have you been seeing 1111, 222, or 777 lately? These are not just random occurrences. They carry profound meanings. 1111, a wake-up call. When you see this number, it means a shift is happening in your life. The spiritual realm is opening a door, urging you to pay attention. A 222, confirmation. This number often appears when you are second-guessing yourself. It is a message that you are on the right path and should move forward with faith. 777. Divine alignment. Seeing this number repeatedly signifies that your decision is in sync with a higher plan. It is an encouragement to trust where you are being led. These numbers don't just show up for no reason. They appear when your soul is preparing for a breakthrough. Have you been noticing any patterns? If so, it's time to pause and reflect on what your next step should be. Beyond numbers, the universe speaks through symbols, things that catch your eye and stir something deep within. Have you experienced any of these lately? A finding feathers, a sign of angelic presence. If you keep seeing feathers in unexpected places, know that your guardian angels are near, reassuring you that you are not alone. Hearing the same phrase repeatedly. Pay attention if you keep hearing people say things like, "Just take the leap," or "This could change everything." Sometimes, messages come through the voices of those around us. Unusual animal encounters. Certain animals carry spiritual significance. Seeing butterflies often means transformation is near, while an owl might signify deep wisdom guiding your decision. These are not random events. The universe knows how to get your attention. Have you experienced any of these lately? If so, it may be time to consider what message is being sent to you. Not all signs come from the outside. Sometimes, the strongest messages come from within. Have you felt any of the following? A sudden shift in energy, feeling an unexplained sense of excitement or nervousness. Your soul might be recognizing that change is approaching. The unshakable intuition. Have you felt like you just know what to do, even if it doesn't make logical sense? This is your inner guidance speaking to you. Dreams filled with meaning. Vivid dreams about new beginnings or unfamiliar paths often signify that a shift is about to happen. Your emotions are powerful indicators. If you have been feeling an inner pull toward something, don't ignore it. That feeling is there for a reason. Let's take a moment to reflect on real people who followed these signs and witnessed their lives change. One woman shared how she kept dreaming about standing at the edge of a cliff, hesitant but ready to jump. In her waking life, she was facing a major career decision. She ignored the signs at first, but the dreams persisted. One day, while walking in the park, she found a feather right at her feet. Something inside her told her to trust the process. She took the leap, changed careers, and now looks back at that moment as the best decision of her life. Another man shared that he was contemplating ending a toxic relationship, but was unsure. He kept seeing 222 everywhere, on receipts, license plates, even in random conversations. One day, as he scrolled through a playlist, a song called "Let It Go" started playing. That was the final confirmation he needed. He walked away, and within months, his life began transforming in ways he never expected. Do these stories sound familiar? Have you ever felt like the universe was guiding you, but you weren't sure how to respond? These signs are not coincidences. They are divine roadmaps. Now, take a moment and think. What signs have you been receiving? Have you brushed them off, or have you truly paid attention? The truth is, signs alone don't change anything. They are there to prepare you, to make you aware, to give you courage. But in the end, it is your decision that changes your life. The universe can show you the way, but you must take the step. And right now, you are being called to make a choice. The signs have been placed before you. The question is, will you? You've seen the signs. You've felt the pull. You know that something significant is unfolding in your life. But now comes the most crucial part, the moment of decision. This is where most people hesitate. Doubt creeps in. Fear whispers, "What if I make the wrong choice?" But here's what you need to know. Indecision is also a decision. And sometimes, the cost of not acting is greater than the risk of stepping forward. So let's talk about what happens. Right now, you are standing at a crossroads. Behind you lies the familiar, the life you've known, the patterns you've repeated, the comfort of what is predictable. But ahead of you, a path you've never walked before. A road that holds uncertainty, yes, but also unlimited potential. This moment of choice is like a doorway. The longer you stand in the middle, the heavier the door becomes. If you wait too long, the door might start closing. But if you walk through it with faith, new possibilities will reveal themselves. Think about it. How many times in your life have you felt this way before? Were there moments when you wished you had acted sooner? Moments when you felt the universe nudging you, but you held back? This time, things are different. This time, you are aware. And awareness is power. One of the biggest reasons people hesitate at this moment is fear. The fear of making the wrong choice, of regretting their decision, of stepping into something unknown. But here's a secret. There are no wrong choices, only lessons and growth. Even if you take a step in one direction and realize later that another path was better, you will have gained wisdom, experience, and strength that you wouldn't have had otherwise. The universe doesn't punish you for choosing. It supports you, adapts, and continues guiding you forward. Think of it this way. Imagine you are in a dark room, searching for the light switch. You don't stand still and overthink every step. You reach out, move forward, and eventually you find the switch. Life works the same way. You don't need to see the whole path. You just need to trust the first step. Something incredible happens the moment you commit to a decision. The energy around you begins to shift. You start seeing opportunities that weren't visible before. People begin appearing in your life to help you. Doors open in unexpected ways. Have you ever noticed how once you decide to do something, the universe starts aligning things in your favor? That's because decision creates momentum. Think of it like this. If you stand in the middle of a river, unsure of whether to move forward or backward, the current pushes against you. You struggle. But the moment you decide to go with the flow, everything becomes easier. And the same applies to your life. When you choose a direction, you align yourself with the current of destiny. The moment you say yes to your path, the universe says yes back to you. This is where faith comes in. Not just faith in the universe, but faith in yourself. You were not brought to this moment by accident. You have been prepared for this. Every challenge, every lesson, every delay, it was all leading you here. Even if you can't see exactly where this decision will take you, trust that it is taking you somewhere significant, somewhere better. Faith isn't about knowing every detail. It's about believing in the unseen, about knowing deep in your heart that you are being guided. Ask yourself, what if this decision is the best thing that ever happens to me? What if this change brings me more joy, success, and fulfillment than I could have ever imagined? What if, years from now, I look back and thank myself for being brave enough to say yes? The truth is, you will never know until you take tea. If you are reading this right now, it is not by coincidence. This message has reached you because you are meant to hear it. The angels, the universe, and your own higher self are all speaking to you. They are telling you, it is time. You have everything you need within you. You are stronger than you think, and more capable than you realize. There is a reason you are feeling this pull. There is a reason these signs have been appearing. There is a reason you can't stop thinking about this decision. And now, there is only one thing left to do. Decide. Will you step forward into the unknown, or will you stay where you are and wonder what could have been? This is your moment, and whatever choice you make, know that you are loved, supported, and guided every step of the way. The moment you make a decision, whether it's to move forward, let go, or embrace something new, the universe takes notice. Your energy shifts, and the world around you begins to reflect this change. This is when you start experiencing signs, synchronicities, and divine confirmations that you are on the right path. Some people call it coincidence. Others call it fate. But you know better. You know this is divine alignment. Let's explore how the universe responds once you decide. 1. Signs that you are on the right path. The universe speaks in whispers, in nudges, in subtle yet powerful ways. The moment you commit to a decision, you will start noticing repeating numbers, seeing 111, 222, 333, or other angel numbers frequently. These are divine messages affirming your choice. Each number carries a unique meaning, and they often appear right when you need reassurance. Songs and lyrics. Ever turned on the radio or shuffled your playlist only to hear a song that perfectly describes your situation? This isn't random. The lyrics may contain the exact words you need to hear. A stranger's mentioning something relevant, a random conversation, a passing comment, or even a billboard message can hold a deeper meaning when you are attuned to the signs. The universe uses people as messengers. As sudden opportunities or coincidences, Once you make a choice, doors begin to open. You may receive an unexpected invitation, an offer, or an idea that pushes you in the right direction. These signs are confirmations, not just mere coincidences. Synchronicity is when events align in such a perfect way that it feels orchestrated by something greater than yourself. And in reality, it is. Carl Jung, the famous psychologist, described synchronicity as meaningful coincidences. But in spiritual terms, it is the language of the divine, a way for the universe to show you that you are in alignment. Think about a time in your life when something happened at the perfect moment. Maybe you thought of someone, and they called you. Or you were struggling with a decision, and suddenly, an article, a video, or a person appeared with the exact guidance you needed. That wasn't an accident. That was divine timing. And now that you've made your choice, these synchronicities will increase. You might meet someone who has the exact solution you need. You might find yourself in the right place at the right time. You might receive a message that feels like a direct answer to your prayers. When you experience these moments, pause and acknowledge them. They are signs that you are walking in harmony with your destiny. Once you commit, the universe doesn't just confirm your path, it clears obstacles in your way. A people who no longer align may drift away. Don't be surprised if certain relationships start fading. This is not a loss. It is divine protection. Some people are only meant to be part of your journey up to a certain point. If unexpected endings lead to new beginnings. A job, a situation, or a routine that no longer serves you may suddenly come to a close. This may feel uncomfortable at first, but trust that something better is on its way. Things that felt stuck begin to move. If you've been waiting for a breakthrough, you may suddenly find progress happening rapidly. Delays disappear. Blockages dissolve. Solutions appear. This is the universe aligning things in your favor. What once felt difficult will start flowing naturally. Even though the universe supports your decision, sometimes a small test will appear, not to make you suffer, but to ensure you are truly committed. These tests may come in the form of old habits trying to resurface. You might feel tempted to go back to what's familiar, even though you know it no longer serves you. A doubt creeping in. Your mind may try to convince you that nothing is changing. But remember, growth happens in stages, and patience is key. Challenges that seem to push back. Just before a major breakthrough, things may appear to get more difficult. This isn't a sign to stop. It's a sign to push forward with faith. How do you pass these tests? By standing firm in your decision. Tell yourself, I have already chosen my path. I trust the process. I am ready for what's next. The moment you refuse to give in to fear, the resistance will fade, and suddenly, things will start falling into place. When you recognize a sign from the universe, don't ignore it. Here's what you can do. Acknowledge it, say, I see this sign, and I trust its meaning. This strengthens your connection with the divine. Express gratitude. Gratitude amplifies divine guidance. Say, thank you for this confirmation. I trust that I am on the right path. Act on it. If a sign encourages you to move forward, take the next step. The universe rewards action. Remember, signs are like road markers on a highway. They reassure you that you are going the right way, but they can't drive the car for you. You must keep moving. And so, now you stand here, more aware than ever. You see the signs. You feel the energy shifting. You know that something greater is unfolding in your life. There is a reason why everything is unfolding in this moment. It may seem sudden to you, but in the realm of the divine, this has been in motion for a long time. You were not forgotten. You were being prepared. Every delay, every challenge, every moment of waiting, It was all leading to this. And now, divine timing has brought you to a point where things are about to shift in a way that will leave you in awe. Human beings live by clocks and calendars. We measure our days in minutes, hours, and deadlines. We want things to happen instantly. We expect results immediately. But the divine operates differently. God's timing is not your timing. You may have wanted something years ago, but you weren't ready. You may have prayed for change, but you still had lessons to learn. You may have felt forgotten, but all along, you were being positioned. Divine timing is like the rising of the sun. It happens exactly when it is meant to, not a second too soon or too late. And now, the moment has. You may be wondering, why is everything happening now? What changed? The answer is, everything has finally aligned. Several things had to come together for this moment to arrive. You had to grow. The lessons you've learned, the strength you've gained, and the wisdom you now carry have shaped you for this exact moment. You were not delayed. You were being refined. Other people had to be ready. Sometimes it's not just about you. Certain people needed to enter your life. Others had to leave. The right connections had to be made. Situations had to shift. The world around you had to move in a way that would make space for your blessing. The right job, opportunity, or person needed to be positioned at the right place at the right time. Spiritual timing had to be perfect. The universe moves like a grand orchestra. Every event, every action, every shift happens in perfect harmony. And now, the music is playing for you. Everything that once felt stuck, delayed, or impossible is now in motion. The doors that were locked are opening. The answers you were waiting for are coming. This is why it is happening now. How do you know if you are in the flow of divine timing? Look for these signs. A sudden sense of peace. You may feel a deep knowing inside you that everything is unfolding as it should. Even if you don't have all the answers, your soul feels calm. The opportunities arriving unexpectedly. Doors that were once closed are suddenly opening. You may receive offers, invitations, or ideas that feel perfectly timed. Things moving faster than before. Situations that once felt slow or stuck are now progressing rapidly. What once took months may now take days. Repeated confirmations. You keep hearing, seeing, or feeling messages that reinforce the same thing. This is not a coincidence. It is divine guidance. If you are experiencing any of these, trust the process. You are exactly where you need to be. Even when blessings arrive, fear can still creep in. You may find yourself thinking, is this too good to be true? What if things go wrong? Am I really ready for this? This fear is natural. Your mind is trying to protect you from the unknown. But here is the truth. You were not brought this far to be abandoned. If the universe has aligned this moment for you, it is because you are ready. Fear will try to keep you in the past, but faith will push you forward. Which one will you choose? When you recognize that divine timing is at work in your life, here's what you must do. 1. Step forward with faith. Don't hesitate. Take action. Say yes to new opportunities. Follow your intuition and trust the process. 2. Stay aligned with your purpose. Don't let distractions pull you away. Focus on what truly matters. 3. Release control. You don't have to force things. Trust that what is meant for you will not miss you. 4. Express gratitude. Gratitude amplifies blessings. When you are thankful for what you have, you open the door for more. This is a sacred moment. You are stepping into a new chapter that was always meant for you. You are not alone in this transition. The changes happening in your life are not random. They are orchestrated with precision, and the angels are working behind the scenes to guide you. They have been watching, waiting, and preparing the way for you. And now, as you step into this divine moment, they are closer than ever. Did you know that you have angels specifically assigned to you? These celestial beings have been with you from the very beginning. They whispered encouragement when you were on the verge of giving up. They shielded you from unseen dangers you never knew existed. They softened the blows of life's hardships so you could survive and grow. Now, they are working overtime because this is a turning point in your destiny. Everything they have guided you through was leading up to this. When angels are working in your life, they leave behind divine fingerprints, subtle but powerful signs to remind you that they are near. Here are some of the ways you might notice their presence. In a sudden shift in energy. You might feel a sense of peace, clarity, or renewed strength out of nowhere. This is your angel reassuring you that everything is in place. Repeated angel numbers. Have you been seeing 111, 222, 444, or 777 lately? These are divine messages confirming that you are on the right path. Unexplainable coincidences, running into the right person at the right time, hearing a song that speaks to your situation, or receiving unexpected answers. These are not coincidences. They are divine interventions. A gentle presence. Sometimes you may feel a soft touch on your shoulder, a sudden warmth, or even the feeling that someone is standing beside you. That's your angel letting you know they are near. If you have noticed any of these signs, know that the angels are working in your favor. You may not see it, but right now, your angels are removing barriers that have been holding you back. The delays that once frustrated you, they are being lifted. The people who were causing confusion, they are being distanced. The unseen forces working against you, they are being stopped. Some doors will close, and it might not make sense at first. But trust the angels. They see what you cannot. If something or someone suddenly exits your life, it is divine protection. Your angels have one clear message for you right now. Do not be afraid. Trust the journey. Even if things are moving faster than you expected, even if you don't have all the answers yet, even if you feel unprepared for what's ahead, you are exactly where you need to be. The angels are leading you step by step. All they ask is that you stay open, stay faithful, and move forward with confidence. Everything in your life has led to this moment. The experiences, the struggles, the waiting, it was all necessary. And now, divine timing is in motion. Have you ever wondered why some things didn't work out when you wanted them to? Why certain opportunities passed you by? Why relationships or dreams you thought were meant for you never materialized? It wasn't rejection. It was redirection. The universe, God, and the angels were aligning everything for this exact moment because now you are finally ready. You may have felt delays, but in reality, nothing was ever delayed. Everything was being perfectly timed. If you had received the blessing too soon, you might not have been prepared to handle it. If you had entered the wrong situation, you could have lost yourself in it. If certain people had stayed in your life, they might have blocked your growth. God sees the entire picture, while you can only see a small piece. Trust that He has always been working for your highest good. Think back on your life. Have you ever looked back and realized that something you desperately wanted wasn't actually right for you? That what you thought was a loss turned out to be a blessing in disguise. That is the power of divine timing. And now, that same divine force is aligning something life-changing for you. There is something different about this moment in your life. You can feel it. You are not the same person you were 6 months ago. You have healed from things you once thought would break you. You are more spiritually aware and connected than ever before. You have grown in patience, wisdom, and strength. Because of this, the timing is now perfect. If this opportunity had come earlier, you might not have had the strength to embrace it fully. If this shift had happened before, you might have questioned it instead of trusting it. But now, you are ready. God's plan for you is unfolding right before your eyes, and this decision, this opportunity, this moment will change everything. This is not the time to hesitate. You must be an active participant in your own transformation. Here's how you can align with the divine timing that is at work in your life. Release fear and doubt. Let go of the idea that things should have happened differently. Everything has happened exactly as it was meant to. Stay open and receptive. Pay close attention to signs, synchronicities, and unexpected opportunities. Your angels are guiding you. Follow their lead. Step into your confidence. You are no longer waiting for your breakthrough. It has already begun. Walk forward boldly and without hesitation. Trust that everything is falling into place. Even if it doesn't all make sense yet, trust that the pieces are coming together perfectly. The waiting is over. This is your moment. The angels are standing by, guiding your every step. The doors that once seemed impossible to open are now unlocking. Everything is aligning for you.